Habari za asubuhi. Habari za asubuhi. I said it in shout out to the chat. This is your baby. I all of a sudden I'm on board with Chicago. You're going live real quick. Let me see what's going on these years. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here that long, but I see what's going on. I see the whole play. I see this, I see that, I hear certain stuff. Certain stuff power off. I'm not gonna address. There's no need for me to address it, no need for me to acknowledge it. I already know ain't nobody on this app gonna fight each other. The New York subway shooter, he's locked up. Didn't he have a list? Didn't he have a list? So we got some YouTube creators that have a list of people they want to go after. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it at the end of the day? You know, I just spoke with Birdman yesterday on the phone, and I know his birthday is coming up soon because he's a Christmas baby. I know his birthday is coming, so I already told him I'm gonna drop him some stuff off at the house for him and the grandchildren because he has grandchildren. And shout out to him. Shout out to Birdman. Shout out to KK. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to the people that have been riding with me for more than a year. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I'm subscribed to you, you had to catch my attention for more than a month, 2 months, 3 months. You had to catch my attention for 6 months or better for me to stay subscribed to you. And there are certain people on this app I'm subscribed to. And basically I'm gonna put it like this. If I can't learn nothing from you, there's no need for me to be subscribed to you. If I can't learn nothing from you, there's no reason for me to be subscribed. But if I can learn something from you, then I'm subscribed. I'm there. I'm there all the time, even when I'm at work. And we got people on this app who are true doxers and talk about other people doxing other people. I think I've doxed myself more than once on this app. I think I've done it more than once. So I'm good with that because it's my information. It's me. So of course I'm gonna dox me. Of course I'm gonna talk about me the most. I'm gonna talk about me before I talk about anybody else on this app because nobody else is really all that important. But shout out to my YouTube creators, a shout out to my subscribers, shout out to my support team, a shout out to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here that long. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Eh, Even when I'm at work, I mean, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to change that up, change my next position up with that because I'm thinking about moving on to another ticket somewhere or just move to a regular job somewhere. So I don't have this and that to worry about. As long as I pay my bills and my rent, I'm good. So I don't give a fuck about nothing or what nobody talking about, nobody's saying, because we can see what's going on this YouTube streets, and it's a train wreck. It's a train wreck for certain YouTube creators. Not all of them, just some of them. I'll tell you, man, it is something. It's something serious. It's something to behold. How social media can get people twisted in their minds so much that they actually think and believe their own circumstances on social media. There's been certain things that have been happening in my life. I don't have to put out here on social media. I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to acknowledge it. Only thing I have to do is keep that to myself and move on. You know what I mean? And I made the mistake of showcasing one of my relationships on these YouTube streets. Now, the other relationship will not be compromised like that because I know to keep that off of YouTube. It's nobody's business. You don't have to showcase everything. Only thing you have to do is be real with yourself and be real with your audience. I have shared about my prison experience. I have shared about being homeless. I have shared about moving into different apartments. I have shared what kind of foods I eat, what kind of drinks I drink, whether they be alcoholic drinks or not. A shout out to the chat. I'm a ghost watcher. I'm a ghost watcher for some of these YouTube creators. And I heard what Soulfly was sharing the other night. And it was a very positive video. Now, some people say they wasn't going to get involved with it. They don't have to get involved. Do you. Do what's important for you. Do what you need to do. But I heard what was said. I saw the people that hit the link. I was at work, so I was not going to hit the link. It was getting late. It was getting busy. So I could not hit the link that particular night, that particular evening. But that situation will soon change where I'm no longer working overnights. See what I'm saying? When you work overnight, when you work a midnight shift or overnight shift or graveyard shift or whatever that is, people do, your sleep pattern changes. So when I get off of work in the morning and I come to my house, I'm sleeping. I might be up for a little while. Someone go live. I'm participating in the live. I'm doing my regular shit. And that's what I'm going to do until I get sleepy. Once I get sleepy, that's it. Everything gets turned off and I go the fuck to sleep. That's all I need to do. I don't need to do anything else. I was thinking about watching me a movie today, but today is Swahili studying day. So I'm going to be studying my Swahili when I get back up from my nap. I'm going to be practicing my Swahili. I'm going to be practicing my Spanish because I don't want to speak English all the time. You know what I mean? I seen a channel where there's a young black woman living in Japan, and she has lived overseas for quite some time. So I'm very interested in what she's talking about. She speaks Japanese, she speaks Korean, she speaks different languages, and I like that shit. I like that shit. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Cause me and KK, my girlfriend, we speak Spanish and Swahili with each other. The only thing when I do speak Swahili, when I come on this app, I might type in Swahili, I might type in Spanish, certain Spanish phrases, certain Swahili phrases, because that's my way of recognizing what I'm doing behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Because I do practice a whole lot, and I'm very concerned about that because I don't want to just speak one language. I'm not ignorant like that. I want to speak more than one language. I want to understand what's going on around me. You know what I mean? So me and KK, when we talk to each other, we speak in English, then it switches off to Spanish, and it switches off to Swahili. So she is my practice partner for that time being. I've been knowing KK for 8 years. I've been knowing Birdman for 8 years. KK is a Puerto Rican chick from New York, Queens, New York. Shout out to New York. And shout out to my Latino family. My people came from the Cape Verdean Islands, that's in Northwest Africa. Over there, they speak Portuguese. Some people speak Spanish. It's a different array of languages they speak over there, but their main primary language is Portuguese. I'm learning Spanish. I'm not learning Portuguese. I got some people in my family that are Cape Verdean and they speak Portuguese, they speak Spanish, and a few things in Swahili every now and then. See, when you come from a different country, just like my great grandfather did a couple of years back, he spoke 7 different languages. He did not like to speak English. His English was very broken. So it is what it is. A shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Listened to a few videos last night. I might just turn on the app again so I can go to sleep. And a lot of times when I'm on YouTube, I like to look at movies or I like to engage uh, on those different channels and different sectors of doing certain things. I go to other social media platforms, and Swahili is a big thing being taught, on certain platforms. So I go over there, and it is what it is. So that's what I'm more interested in doing right now. I'm not interested in beefing with nobody. I'm not interested in arguing with nobody. I see where the beefs and the arguments are getting into. And there's certain people on this app, they were friendly with each other for a long period of time. Long period of time. And then all of a sudden, they fall out because certain words were said. But people don't talk about the feelings. People don't talk about the energy that was put out way before the words came out. There's certain energies that are being displayed on this app. And I am guilty. I am guilty of being a person that consumes alcohol beverages. I consume alcohol. I've been consuming alcohol on and off since I was 8 years old. That's something that's never going to die. It will always be here. Always. I got one aunt, my mother's sister. She's a real alcoholic. She's addicted physically to alcohol, and it has consumed her entire life. She has children and everything. She has grandchildren and everything. Alcohol addiction, drug addiction doesn't stop just because you have children and grandchildren. It doesn't stop because you went to rehab somewhere. It doesn't stop because you went to somebody's county jail or city jail or a state prison or federal prison somewhere. Drug addiction, alcohol addiction is very serious. It's problematic. And at least I can admit who I am. Didn't I say I was the BT 1000, the original BT 1000? Didn't I say I was Lucy the vampire? Didn't I say I was the Jeeper Creepers on this shit? I'm acknowledging that I am not beautiful by European standards. And there's a lot of us on this app will never be considered beautiful. But we don't have to be physically beautiful for anybody. Does beauty pay the rent? Does beauty pay the bills? Does ugliness do any of this shit? It's all the same thing. Same spirit, same tree, same everything. And I'm out of here, y'all. Hope y'all have an awesome day today. I hope you have an awesome weekend. A shout out to Soulfly for doing her video on Friday night. It was a brave move. Some people are going to play hate on that. Soulfly, ignore the haters, please. And for the rest of you women on this app, a shout out to you. Whether you're a creator, a YouTuber, or a subscriber, moderator, chat member, it doesn't matter. Shout out to you. Shout out to the women. Shout out to the men on this app standing strong and doing their own thing. They doing their own thing. A good morning. Keep the change. How are you? How are you, sister girl? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And don't let nobody get you off your square. You're doing the right thing. And you'll always be good. You know what I mean? Because Keep the Change was one of the ones that told the truth about me a long time ago. And she told it to my face. So every time I see Keep the Change or Miss Eve or Holly Favorite or any of those other women, I celebrate them. I give them their flowers. Yeah, doesn't it feel good to be off? Now we got all these holidays, Keep the Change. But there is a hurricane storm. It's called Hurricane Sarah. I don't know if Hurricane Sarah gonna blow into the Carolinas. This is why I hate living in South Carolina. I'm seriously thinking about moving back to New York. I'm seriously thinking about it. Yeah. But thank you for coming in, baby girl. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see anyone come into the chat, even if they ghost watching. I don't care about that. I'm going to be me. Arabia Barbosa 914, which is the county, New York. Unfortunately for me, I live in South Carolina. And I'm trapped off with these hurricanes coming. Not only do I have to worry about paying certain bills and the rent, I got to worry about these hurricanes. But the biggest hurricane that I'm concerned about, I seen that storm on there. Yeah, Hurricane Sarah. She's threatening the waters. She already hit certain places, but the thing is, these hurricanes, they go back into the water. And before the hurricanes even start, most of that energy is coming from the coastal areas of Africa. It's going in the same direction that the slave trade took place. Keep the change. Yes, yes. But keep the change. I'm still studying my Spanish too. I hope you're studying your Spanish. Yeah, I hope you're studying your Spanish. Keep the change. You need security. You need yeah, because these storms are coming from nowhere. Almost. Now I don't know what they do in Texas, but I know that it's been some storms in Texas too, and certain places in Mexico. But that was a few months ago. I think we got hit by one particular storm, keep the change. And I'm gonna tell you something. Every day that the storm was threatening, I was outside of my door, still walking to the store, still going to the job. Nothing stopped me. Nothing stopped me. I just enjoyed it. Yo, keep the change. You still studying in Spanish? I hope so, baby girl. Because if you living in Texas, I know you gotta know it. I mean, yeah, this is English speaking country. And I live in South Carolina now. I'm from New York, born and raised, 5 generations. Came to South Carolina, and the only people that I know that speak Spanish and Swahili, usually they come from New York and other places, other countries and stuff. So, you know, yeah, that's good to know. Hurricane season ends. Well, keep the change. It need to hurry up and end because we getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving in a few more days. I think today, what's today? The 16th? Now I want to be correct. I know today is Sunday, but I know that Thanksgiving is the last Thursday in November in this month. And then after November is over and done with, everybody's going to be concentrating on Christmas. See, I don't celebrate Christmas at all. I acknowledge it just like the way I acknowledge Halloween and the Day of the Dead. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Keep the change. I'm telling you, man. When I think about these storms, I just get all upset. Now I remember when I was living in New York, what I used to do, like when the storms would come and I knew my mother and them was down here, what I would do, I would call and see if they needed anything. Now, my mother was a stickler for not asking nobody for nothing. And when she used to go shopping, I mean, it was shop. She used to, her and my father together, the people that raised me, when they go to the store, they will buy a bunch of, bulks of toilet paper, paper towels, water, hot sauce. I remember one time they got into an argument about the hot sauce my father bought a couple of years ago. And after he passed away, After he passed away, the hot sauce was still there. The toilet paper was still there. The hand towels were still there. I think after he passed, and that stuff was still in the house, even after Sergeant Crystal Reagan had passed away. So that tell you how much he consumed while he was here. Yeah. Taught her how to do it. You know what I mean? I got two sisters keep the change. Anytime the wind blow hard, them niggas go right to the store and buy all kinds of waters, toilet paper. I mean, they stack up on this shit anyway. They got certain rooms and they could be living in an apartment somewhere, keep the change. Not only does their pantry is filled, the cabinets in the kitchen is filled. You go to certain parts in that house, there's one room shut off. Cause every time I got two sisters that live together, they raise their children together. Child, let me tell you, they got a room in the house right now, wherever they live, is stocked. It's stocked. Yeah, they stocked. It's getting ready to be World War IV. I said, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, but I want to thank everyone for coming in. Thank you, Keep the Change, for coming in. Uh, and the ghost watchers that I do have coming over and watching my videos, not because they are so concerned about. I Keep the Change. Me and you have a friendly rapport. We're very friendly with each other, so it is what it is. A shout out to you. Thank you for coming over. Shout out to the ghost watchers that sat in the bushes. I'm well aware. I'm out of here. We had a good time. I had a good time. And I'm sleepy as hell. I gotta go to sleep. I'll probably do some shorts later on. You know what I mean? Because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you for coming in. Like and share the video, please. If you feel free to do so. Okay. Keep it change. All right, baby girl. I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming over.